My son and I are at Garcia Moto, the Indian motorcycle dealership in Raleigh, North Carolina. We rode over here this morning to attend an Indian Motorcycle Riders Group monthly meeting and go on a lunch ride. And wouldn't you know, it is raining. Yes. If you ride, you're gonna hit rain. We left the house, it was foggy. The fog lifted, nice weather. Got about 10 miles from the dealership. It got really dark. Well, 12 miles from the dealership. It got really dark. The last 10-mile ride here was in some pretty hard rain. It's raining pretty good right now. But in typical Bodie fashion, we are early. The meeting's almost an hour, almost 2 hours before the kickstand up for the ride. So maybe the weather will lift. We'll see how many of these Indian riders are fair weather riders. You know, some people won't show up or won't ride in the rain, which makes sense. It's dangerous in the rain, but if you ride and you ride any distance at all from the house, you're just gonna get caught in the rain. That's just part of it. And if I have an event like this, I don't check the weather forecast because I've seen it 90% chance of rain and not hit a drop of rain. And then I've left the house before with virtually no chance of rain and go through a gully washer, so you never really know. But like I say, we're here early. I always tell my kids, Bodies are always early. They're never late. They never make their date wait. So we've got plenty of time to drool over some bikes, and maybe some will come in their car. I know sometime back in Texas, they would do that if the weather was bad. They'd go ahead and do the ride in their car for the fellowship. Stay tuned and we'll see how many of my fellow Indian riders here in the Raleigh, North Carolina area show up for the ride today. And then there's my son Jackson. Sometimes he doesn't have enough sense to come in out of the rain, but you know, he is 15, so what do you expect? So while I'm here at the dealership, I got to check out the opportunity to check out the inventory. They also carry BMWs. I'm not too familiar with BMWs, but they've got some nice looking BMWs here, even some baggers and touring BMWs. This one here is interesting, and it's marked down from $27,000 to $22,000. That's a pretty bike. Like I said, I'm not too familiar with BMWs. So. Now there's the BMW version of mine, the full-on touring bike, trunks, bag, everything. A couple of the YouTubers I watch have BMWs. Got some Ducatis in here. And then the Indians. Indian makes some gorgeous looking motorcycles. Got a Pursuit. I like the big touring bikes myself. Just the regular Challenger would work too though. You can always add a trunk. That one's got some trade-in credit available. Of course, got an old classic Roadmaster, some Chieftains. Nice looking bikes. Well, we just had our monthly IMRG meeting. We did postpone the ride today because of weather, and wouldn't you know, the weather's clearing off a little bit. But I got an extra special blessing. I got to meet a Indian motorcycle YouTube creator, Rockstar. Yes, he's a YouTube sensation. I love watching his videos. I'm a subscriber to his channel. I have none other than the Bhroman with us. Bhroman, say hello to everyone.
How are you? Thank you for that amazing introduction. That was way too flattering.
Okay, tell us about the charity ride you do every year.
So I do a charity ride for the Pediatric Brain Tumor Foundation. Kids with brain cancer, kids and teens with brain cancer and brain tumor. So I've done it twice. I rode coast to coast, cross country, raising funds and spreading awareness, talking to people about it, and raising funds and money for these guys. They're a great foundation, and they're really helping out kids and other children, so why not? This year I rode my Indian Roadmaster. Last year it was on a BMW, and I've ridden for about 17,000 miles across both trips, 34 states, 2 Canadian territories.
Wow.
So yeah, it's been...
So what made you choose the Indian brand and particularly the Roadmaster?
So when I wanted a big touring bike, I decided I wanted an American V-twin. And I went and checked out the different brands. I don't know, I just love the design. The biggest selling point for me was the right command center. As soon as you hit that power button and that graphic pops up with Indian, and I was like, damn, I'm in love. And then I took it out for a spin, and I just loved how the bike handled and how it felt. And I wanted a Roadmaster because I wanted the tour pack and all the touring packages that come on these bikes. And the Roadmaster did that for me, and I was like, hey, if you're gonna do it, might as well go all the way.
Yeah, and you've got that beautiful smoke white color. It's gorgeous.
Yeah. I wanted the white smoke because I just wanted something different. And I've done a lot of work to it. I have the stage 1 kit, the stage 2 kit, Lloyd's tune, pipes, cat delete, just to make it my own.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
I love that bike. But I like your bike a little better because why? I'll tell you why. Because with the Dark Horse, you don't get that classic fender. You get the open fender. That's one thing I miss. I wish my bike had.
Now, I've seen the full fender on your style of Roadmaster.
Oh, you have?
I have. Somebody obviously added it after the fact, but yeah.
Maybe that's something I can do.
Yeah, I'm thinking about going to the 19-inch wheel on mine, but I'll lose my white wall. I like rocking the big wide wall tires, but
keep it, man. It's just
they're a pain to wash is the only bad thing.
But it gives it a classic look. Gives it a really classic look, you know. So I don't know. I'm a big fan of white walls. I love them, but I don't have them on my bike. I love seeing them, though, or watching them.
Well, I appreciate you taking some time on my little channel. I certainly enjoy your channel. Let me get on the camera here with you. So sometimes I talk to my wife about how many views I get on YouTube, and she'll call me a rock star, and I tell her, no, I'm at best a garage band. But the Bhroman's a rock star when it comes to motorcycle YouTube creating, and I got to meet another YouTube rock star earlier this year, so I feel extra blessed. I got to hang out with Adam Sandoval a little bit earlier this year, and now the Bhroman. And
I'm nowhere in his category, not in his league.
You know, you do right. Well, he actually has an Indian too. You know.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got a Challenger, I think a BMW, and of course he's a Harley guy too.
Yeah. But thank you so much.
But we've moved to North Carolina. The Bhroman lives here in North Carolina, so I'm eager to do some riding with him.
And we can do more of these videos.
Absolutely.
Well, welcome to North Carolina.
Well, thank you very much.
Warm welcome. Yes.
We're having a great time. Been here a little over a month and having a great time.
Perfect. Well, thank you, sir, and ride safe.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll talk to you later.
See ya.
Be sure to